Algar Productions.
This is the Post-Atomic Horror, the most comprehensive Star Trek podcast ever produced. Your hosts are Ron Algar Watt and Maggie Robotham. Episode 507, Observer's Paradox and Imposter Syndrome.
Hi friends, welcome to the Post-Atomic Horror. I'm Al.
I'm Maggie.
And it's two more Prodigy episodes that, would you agree? Would you agree this season is maybe not winning us over quite as well as the first?
Not so much. I think part of it is its high Murph focus.
Yeah, and also all the, as Amanda said last week, all the time.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of time and the continued focus on Chakotay, a character that I do not want focus on.
No, although I will say he's back to not being on screen. They're just talking about him. Like he's the MacGuffin. He's the, literally the captain lost her piece of wood and they need to go find it. And that's fine.
I need you to find my leg lamp.
Mm-hmm. And I even have the note here, they did a good job reminding us of their connection, why she's so bummed out by this. I just wish it wasn't Chakotay.
Yeah, right?
I wish she was looking for B'Elanna or somebody,
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah. One of her other Voyager pals.
Into the Protostar. It's just she built the Protostar and then she disappeared.
Yeah. Then Tom Paris could show up and be like, I can't raise these kids by myself. Anyone see
Where's
my
wife?
Yeah.
I'll find your wife, Tom Paris.
Thanks. And if you find that Nick Locarno guy, could you punch him in the face too?
Yeah.
I get in a lot of bar fights over shit I didn't do.
Trust me, one in the face, one in the dick. I didn't think I'd punch him in the dick. It would be my pleasure.
Look, I got my own agenda, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But there's still a lot to like about this season, for sure.
I mean, I still like this cast for the most part, so.
Yeah, apart from the aforementioned Murph. And I gotta say, spending more time with Kate's Voyager crew, I'm enjoying that.
I like these guys a lot. Fucking
yeah.
Jason Alexander Tellerite.
Oh my God.
Character find of the season.
Yep. And I said that when he first popped up, another great inspired, you want a shouter for the argument culture. And who's a better shouter out of our generation? Really?
We gotta do something about this.
George fucking Costanza. Yep. We had a pact.
We were in an episode called The Pact.
Mm-hmm. All right. But first, there's some good...
What's the deal with airline peanuts?
I would say the slender first officer, the Andorian, is more of a Jerry.
I would also watch that.
He doesn't have the voice, but he definitely has more of the look.
Fucking Jugapog walks in. Jugapog is out.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's get into this. There's good Costanza Tellerite stuff in the second episode, but first we got to talk about the first one.
Yes.
So, let me tell you about Observer's Paradox, or as you said last week, Brain Guy's Paradox.
Brain Guy's Paradox.
Yes. Here we go. Following the incident where they stole a Starfleet vessel, altered the entire goddamn timeline, and caused a senior Starfleet officer and a bird to remain missing in action, the Prodigies are debriefed. And now, says Janeway, I suggest we observe a protocol recommended by my favorite 90s pop punk band, The Offspring. Aye, Admiral, says the Doctor, skipping merrily away. I wonder if I should have clarified that I meant keep 'em separated, she thinks. Nah, surely he knows what I meant. So the Doctor puts on his best how do you do fellow kids backwards baseball cap and proceeds to tell them all how fly they are. For the record, it's pretty fly. That is the extent of my Offspring references, so don't worry, I don't know anything else about that.
Don't worry, I can take over.
Realizing they need to ditch this guy if they ever want to get anything done, Zero draws the short straw and asks him which Broadway actors they might recognize aboard Voyager. I'm so glad you asked me that, says the Doctor. Our first officer is best known for his role in a smash hit musical from the early 21st century. And look, these kids have been through a lot, but nobody deserves to listen to someone go on and on about Hamilton. I'm pretty sure that's a violation of the Geneva Convention. So, with their would-be chaperone distracted, the rest of the gang set to work doing whatever secret thing they needed to get up to, which is figuring out Murph's language. surely someone at Starfleet already worked this out, given that he has an actual posting in security, and they couldn't possibly have just handed him a phaser without being able to understand literally anything he says or does? And in their defense, they probably did try to understand him, just apparently not very hard. Because Rock works it out pretty easily. Maybe we just need to drown him. Which is what we've been saying for weeks. So they dunk Murph in the whale tank that every starship has now, causing Murph to take on an entirely new nasty freak form that includes a tail. Ugh. Somehow this also makes it so they can understand him. So he starts feeding the kids a bunch of clues that will probably take up a good chunk of the remaining season. Our favorite. Then Gwyn decides to ignore everyone's warnings about her anti-McFly sibling bracelet and arbitrarily punches one of those clues into the thing, which causes her to zoom through some tedious 2001/V'ger light show nonsense, then float in space for a while. Then she poofs back, convinced that they need to rescue Chakotay, which I know is a thing they already knew because we've been complaining about it this whole time.
Guys, we have to save Chakotay. We know.
But I was floating in space. I went to time. What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay,
my bracelet took me to time.
Apparently time wants us to save Chakotay. Why? I assume because it needs a flat surface to put a clock face on.
Well, I mean, that it is persistent in that way.
Mm-hmm. Time does keep marching on.
Mm-hmm. And it is the fire in which we burn.
That's true. Which is
Or
why it's a
burn.
good place to put a piece of wood.
I guess so. Oh, we figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there was not a lot of point to any of this one, and this is actually a point in the favor of the second episode where it feels like they needed to move to the next plot point, but instead they lingered and it was good. In this case, they lingered and it's like, why?
It's like, yeah, because it's like, okay, so what do we do? I don't know. We should probably figure out what Murph's saying. We can hang out with a whale, people like that.
Well, and this takes me to my good thing. The whale is named Jillian, which
that's pretty cool.
Was the lady from Star Trek 4 who brought the whales to the future, which is great.
Yeah.
It was a nice little nod without elbowing you in the ribs and saying, hey, Jill, remember? Like Dr. Jillian Taylor, do you remember? Yes, I remember.
Speaking of that terrible show that was constantly shoving an elbow in our ribs to remind us of things, this episode also gets a call out. The doctor's like, God, these kids are nuts. Worse than the crew of the Cerritos. Ugh.
And both of us said that's a pretty good call out. Like we don't want to remember that show when we don't have to. But that's if you're gonna say, these are the worst kids I've seen since blank. There's no better fill into that blank than the Cerritos. I
love the idea that the Cerritos is famously a terrible ship that doesn't work very well.
Yep. And I believe he did pop up over there, and if he didn't, I still believe it. Like, if we didn't see it in an episode, it still feels like a thing he would have done. So
I was on the Cerritos for about 10 minutes, and two people kicked the door open, ran in, and started reciting every adventure I'd ever been on by name, which was very strange because we did not. Well, I named a bunch of them, but no one asked me to, and it's weird that they know about it.
Mm-hmm. And they kept asking me about Tuvix. Look, I don't know. I wasn't involved in that decision.
That was not my choice.
Mm-hmm. But no, that wasn't a bad little reference. And once again, this show's pretty good at their, like, you know, just sprinkling references in without hitting you over the head with it.
Yeah,
so,
you can just have references, for God's sake.
Yeah, you can live in the same universe without being terrible. And they remembered things about Voyager and about Chakotay. Like at one point, one of the pieces of information they're trying to put together points to the rubber tree people, which is the tribe that Chakotay's. I think it's a Central American tribe, if I remember correctly.
I believe that's right. It's been a while since I've had to think about it.
Yeah, Central or South America, I can't remember.
Yeah.
But it's and we foolishly, because we didn't have enough information, made fun of it at the time. Because look, rubber tree does sound funny. Like, but apparently that's the name of a tribe and they're named after the actual plant. So like sorry if we were shitty about that, but
listen, I have a lot of things I'm not thrilled about from when we tackled Voyager.
Yeah. But now in retrospect, making fun of him being a bad actor and a boring character, that's fine.
Oh yeah.
We just shouldn't have been, as racist as we were or racist at all, really.
Yeah.
I wasn't arguing for
no racism.
I wasn't, I realized when it came out of my mouth, I was arguing for an acceptable level of racism and like, no, that's probably not good.
I can definitely see 10 to 15 years ago us going, yeah, we should definitely have an acceptable level of racism in this.
Well, there's something we've talked about this, and I'm sure you know this too. Just going back to that period of comedy and entertainment in general, from like the early to mid, like the first decade of this century, the 2000 to 2009.
Yep.
All comedy was like super edgy. And, I think they were trying to be South Park or whatever, and like because I was watching Film Crew, which was the thing between Mystery Science Theater and Riff Tracks that. Mike Nelson and Kevin Murphy and Bill Corbett did.
Your best friend, Bill Corbett.
Yes, exactly. My good, great friend. And weirdly, MST was pretty wholesome and Riff Tracks is pretty wholesome, but Film Crew had some like vaguely homophobic, vaguely transphobic, vaguely sexist. Like, guys, what do you do? And it's because it was made in like 2004. Yeah. And that's what everyone was doing. So like, I'm not defending us and saying, oh, well, we were just doing, but really, we were doing what was in the zeitgeist. Yeah. And now we know better.
It was definitely like that shit was everywhere.
That doesn't make it right, but hopefully now we know better. And anyway, but Chakotay still sucks as the lead here.
Yes, he's still boring and annoying.
But they did remember like stuff about him. And I feel like that the rock with the spiral on it was a thing. What didn't he have that bag of stuff?
I think so, yeah.
Had his bag.
Was it his
I don't remember. And again, I don't want to make fun of the actual traditions.
Yeah.
But he talked about his bag a lot, and we couldn't let that one go because, there's no way to. There's
bag is a funny word.
Well, that's what I mean. There's no better way to word that, really.
Captain, I can't talk right now. I have to go get my bag. All right.
Mm-hmm. Well, my bag says, okay, log lady. That's him. He's the log lady, but he's a guy.
Finding my keys in my bag.
Mm-hmm. What was your good thing?
What was my good thing? Let's see here. Oh, there is a great moment where they finally get Rock Talk to like give them a hand, and she spends.
Yeah, Rock's like, this is against the rules. I can't help you guys.
Okay, maybe I can help you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, hey, don't you want to help us talk to Murph? I do want to help talk to Murph. All right, fine.
You brought Murph aboard in the first place. Okay.
You said you'd feed and clean him.
That's because I thought
he turned into a nasty little guy.
Yeah, I thought he was a cute animal then. This isn't the same thing. Yeah.
I don't.
Anyway.
None of us like Murph anymore, and I think that's a conversation we need to have.
Yep. Maybe when Murph's not standing right there.
I was standing right here.
Huh?
I'm going to crawl out of the toilet.
Yeah. Why does he sound like King Shark from the Harley Quinn show?
I don't know.
All right. Anyway, you said there was a good moment there.
There is a great moment where like she's sort of figuring things out, and it cuts to Dal, and Dal's like, yes, I love it when she does this. She's getting to it. And Gwen sort of leans over and goes, shut up. She's pontificating. It's great.
Yeah, they have a genius in their crew, and they know, stand back and let her work, which is great.
Yep. No, it's awesome.
My bad thing kind of relates to that scene. I agree with you. That part's great.
It's the best part of the episode.
And I talked about this early on in season 1, where it became clear that these kids will occasionally insult each other, but mostly they build each other up, and that's what I want to see in a team. I want to see the
friendship I support.
Yeah. Like, you can do good-natured ribbing. Of course, everybody does. But, like, at the end of the day, you need to say, no, you are the best scientist I know. That's why I came to you, not just because you're my friend, because you're damn smart. Like, aw, that's great.
You're the one you get. Listen, if you have to be stuck in 1 second thinking about things for fucking 2 billion years, we can at least be supportive of it.
And we have seen, I pointed this out last week, 2 weeks ago, I don't remember, recently, where Rock's on the bridge and you'd think, oh God, she's a little awkward. She's a little like scared around people, but she's completely keeping up and says something to the first officer that's like, yes, we will double check the computer, but that sounds right. Like she can keep up with the big thinkers, and that's great.
Yeah. No. Independent of everything else going on in this show, Rock Talk's got a great future in the Federation.
Yeah, absolutely. One hopes. I'd be fascinated to see a live action version. I suppose it would just be CG, but
that would be so cool.
Yeah. My bad thing though is from I think that same scene or a similar scene. Every time these guys like have a problem that has several steps and they solve one, like, okay, we got through the first door. Now there's another door and it's locked. Dal's always like, no. And it's like, dude, it's like I play point and click adventures. Like I've loved them since I was a child and I still play them. And when I play them with people who didn't grow up with them, like, they just want to go to a walkthrough. They just want, and like, no, I'm not going to say you should bash your head against a brick wall forever, but you should try to figure it out. Cause that's the point. If they're good puzzles, it's fun. If they're shitty, of course, that's terrible. But like, and Dal's reaction immediately is never, okay, we have a good thinker here and we got a good team here who can bounce off each other. Let's solve the problem. He's always like, a second problem. Like, you want to be a captain?
Yeah, right. I mean, that is absolutely that guy's personality, but also, you want to be a captain? What are you doing?
Also,
I'm tired of solving things.
Well, then why did you come to the smart person to solve something?
I don't want to learn anything. Just tell me.
Yeah. Ugh. Also, not to be, Gen X yells at Cloud, but he is the one who has to watch a YouTube video instead of reading a book.
I mean, yeah.
We saw that with Temporal Mechanics 101.
Mm-hmm.
Once he watched the YouTube video, it was fine.
Still in his quarters.
Uh-huh. Anyway. What's your bad thing?
Let's see. So now that Dal and Gwyn are actually around enough to actually be able to spend time together, we're starting to see them and their, I want to say relationship, but that's not quite it.
Well, they're dynamic.
And the thing is, they have exactly no chemistry with each other, which seems like a real issue for the show's only couple. So far.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so far. We'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, I don't get it either. It's as an object of, she was into me and now I can't be with her.
Yeah.
That was vaguely interesting, but now that they're back together, you're right. It's like, okay, now what?
Like
nothing?
There's nothing here, and it really is like the least interesting part of these characters,
I feel like this is... I've said this all along. I don't watch a lot of modern kids entertainment, so I don't know. But it feels like this is a pretty common thing where you have to have like not a sophisticated love interest like you would have in a more adult show, but definitely like a romance of some kind. And like, why?
Yeah, I mean that makes sense just as like a thing that people like, but there's nothing here,
I adore a good love story. I genuinely do. I'm a soft touch when it comes to like Dax and Worf or Deanna and Will, or like there's so many good examples throughout Star Trek, but like Kirk and Spock. But
beautiful.
Yes. And Bones. They're a throuple. A lot of people leave that part out.
Yeah, a lot of people leave that part out.
Yeah, but that is an essential third part of that dynamic. But like, just for its own sake, and we have to have a love story. Why? This story would work just as well if they had just bonded in their adventures and Dal was like, she's my best friend. She gets me and I need to help her. It doesn't have to be a love thing. It could just be a friend love thing, Well,
that's the other thing too. Like having like a male and a female character just be friends with each other is a thing I never see in anything.
There's also that, yeah. There's also, yeah, absolutely.
Just the instant need to like, well, we got to start pairing people off, right?
Why? No, I think we complained about that late in DS9, where it's like Dax and Worf made sense and that worked, but then they had to do Kira and Odo, and it's like, why?
Yeah, I don't.
Well, because we got a single man and a single woman, so let's. Yeah. Okay. First of all, Odo's not a man. Second, what?
Not a man, not a person.
I also, hopefully we won't get to it, and this ends with season 2, but I wonder if Janeway and Chakotay still have something, because they did a little bit during Voyager.
Yeah.
Like, I hope
very much feels like that's a thing that happened and is unsaid, and I kind of like that so far.
What I want, again, is what I just said. They serve together. She like, putting aside that we hate this character, Like, she does respect him. That was her first officer for 7 years, and they got through some rough shit.
Oh, yeah.
And she trusted him to run this program, and she's worried about him. It's just, it would be just like if Picard found out something happened to Geordi. He would go out of his way to help him. You know, like...
I've got to go save Geordi.
Exactly. What
and who
else?
are you, sir? Funny you should ask. I'm Captain Picard.
Oh, thank God. Wait, aren't you an admiral? Well, yes, but my name is Captain Picard.
Yes.
What else? Oh, I have this note when Rock goes into the whale tank. I said, Rock, you were just going to sink like... Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Oh, there she goes.
Yep. Clunk.
I was watching that too, and I'm just like, how are they going to get her out? I hope there's a ladder.
Well, there's a freestanding ladder. You'll be happy to know.
Oh, good. The second one in all of Star Trek. Write it down.
Oh, no, they're standard issue now. After that first appearance, it like, that opened everyone's eyes, and like, I think Harry Mudd started making them and selling them. Like, oh, you want to buy a ladder? I'll sell you a ladder.
Captain Picard.
What?
A ladder long for dead? Each of you.
Aren't you long dead by the time I'm around? Oh yes, bye.
I was in the transporter with Scotty.
He sure was.
Tried to sell me anti-transporter cream.
I was trying to escape from my horrible wife. Why am I turning into, what's his name? The fucking Martin Short character.
Yes!
Jiminy Glick.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Speaking of early 2000s comedy, I'd rather forget. There's a nice moment where the kids are in the mess hall, and they're like, hey, Michelle, come join us. And she's like, no.
No.
I think I will not join you.
I will be joining Zero later.
That's a whole other thing. But I don't want to be with you collective. There's one of you I like. That is all.
The fucking just like, I can't with your friends. All your friends are idiots. I'm sorry.
I will not be the kind of person who says you can't be friends with them, but I don't want to hang out with them.
Rock seems nice.
Yeah. We don't have a lot to talk about, but, you know. There's also a good bit where if I was pulling quotes, and I think I might go back soon because like for a while it was kind of a technical thing, but I think I can start doing it again soon.
All
but
right.
there's a bit where Dal goes, they left a secret message with Murph. And the delivery on that was so exactly the way we reacted. That was your reaction at the end of the last episode.
Really? Him?
Yeah.
This guy.
Yep.
Get me the one cast member who can't speak any language. Any of them.
Well, if we waterboard him, he kind of makes sense.
We have a character who can who is fluent in so many different languages.
Oh, and that's a beat of this. They have Gwyn okay, I know all these languages. How can I not, and still know?
Yeah.
But anyway, anything else?
I have the note here that when they put Murph in water, he evolves into Murphmaid.
That is a good joke, but also, ugh.
Also, I wanted to ask you specifically about this. We get a shot of Janeway's quarters, and she's got her little, her mantelpiece of, treasures.
Yes.
In much the same way that I do.
And they do this for all the captains, and
sure.
all the well-known Star Trek characters, I would say, even.
Yeah, I always like checking out. It's like, what's your little thing?
Yep.
And so I notice she's got her old comm badge, and there's a phaser there, and I'm like, that's a weird pick. I guess it's just her retired phaser, you're if you were a cop, you would have a gun.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, but also there's just a spider there.
Okay, I know this. But I don't know this because I'm a cool little insightful Star Trek boy. I know this because I looked it up in Memory Alpha. That is a reference to the Bride of Chaotica, the serial, because she was like a spider queen in that.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah, because that was weird. But no, I did this cool holodeck adventure with Tom that time, and I liked how that looked, so I'm going to hold on to this.
I had the moment, I'm like, well, I would have a spider, but like, I don't know that that's Kate's real deal, but yeah, that makes a lot of sense, honestly.
I would entertain the argument that she's a scientist, and much like someone finding a cool rock, if she found a cool spider, she might just put it behind glass and put it on display.
I'm not saying it's ew, spiders, disgusting. Just like, that's not the one I would think for her, you know? Like, no, there's a lot of different science stuff I could see before spider.
Well, I think she's more of a astronomy and physics type scientist than a biologist, but still.
I got some cool space rocks.
Got a nebula. It's a real little one, but you know.
A lot of people have gotten me coffee mugs over the years for some reason. For my birthday.
So I don't know if this came from the internet or from us. We do a lot of estate sales, and you go to one and you see like just a whole room full of stuffed alligators or something, and it's like, oh, that's their mom animal.
Yeah, that's your thing.
That's like, oh, you said to your kids, I like this, and that's all they bought you for gifts for 25 years. And like, that's Kate with coffee mugs.
I did that for my dad with bathroom readers for years because he liked them.
Yeah, it takes about a year to get through one of those, I would think. Yep.
Sorry?
So it takes about a year to get through one of those. So that's, you know, my dad was actually cooler, I guess, because his was Stephen King novels. So
yeah, that's good too.
No shortage of those.
Nope.
Had one for birthday and Christmas every year. But yeah, I could see someone saying, well, what is she like? What is the captain like? I don't know her personal life because she keeps it private, but what she talks about on the bridge a lot is coffee. What if I got her a coffee mug?
Yep.
All right. Anything else?
You don't have to be crazy to captain this ship, but it helps.
Don't talk to me till I've had my wine. Okay.
It's wine o'clock somewhere.
Captain, do you have a problem? Not if you keep me in wine.
Mommy doesn't drink. She has fun.
Well, now I absolutely picture her and Bever in some kind of like book club.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I don't know who else would be there off the top of my head, but there's got to be some more of those
I'm definitely
mom energy.
Thinking about it.
Yeah. Luxana.
Yeah.
Although they secretly hope she won't show up this month, but she's part of it. All right.
Fucking Mariner's mom would be there too.
Oh yeah. Captain Freeman.
Yeah, Captain Freeman.
All right. You ready to move on?
We just finish and stop talking about the stupid book and get on to the wine part. All right, Carol. You got it.
No more Chateau Picard, please, Bever. Could you bring something else?
This stuff I have so much of it.
Yeah, look, I don't like it either, but
no one does.
I dated this guy. We were married for a while, and I have just cases of it. I have to get rid of it somehow.
He sends a bottle of this shit to every single one of us. Every goddamn birthdays, anniversaries,
and we can't just
the ship launched.
We can't just dump it in space because he works in space and he'll find it. You would think space is infinite. He's not going to find a tiny wine bottle, but he does. And then he's all hurt about it.
You're not going to believe this. There are 18 bottles lying on Tasha Yar's grave. No one's even
got
stealing
plastered. Even Armis won't touch the stuff.
No way, I'm a teetotaler now.
This is the sip of evil.
Tastes like feet.
Yeah. All right. Ready to move on to imposter syndrome?
Yeah, I'll tell you about imposter syndrome.
Please do, Maggie.
So the kids are putting all their effort into finding Chakotay, which, again, I'll never understand the need for, but whatever. I just summarize Star Trek here. I think they think they'll be able to track him down based on the spiral thing that Gwyn saw last episode, and they further think that they can take the Infinity Shuttle and go and look for it. The only problem there being that the mission formally closed and Jellicoe is willing to leave Chuck for dead. This may be the only time that Admiral Jellicoe and I have been on the same page. So the Infinity's scheduled to be launched into a blue sun. With very little time to act, Zero and Rock hatch a plan to create holographic doppelgangers to stay in their place. Unfortunately, the holograms are exactly the same, which means that they are exactly as stupid as our usual gang of idiots. This results in everyone running around the ship, trying to trick themselves, and honestly, I get it. If I were to meet my exact double, I'd want to kill her too. And I've been thinking about ways to kill myself for over 30 years. Was that joke too dark? I'm fine. Everything's fine. Anyway, after reenacting the standoff scene from Reservoir Dogs with entirely too many Steve Buscemi's, the Rock Talks arrive at a solution, because, of course, she's the only one that can actually get along with herself. Everyone loves Rock Talk. Even the very tall. Rock does a reset, restarting their holograms, and then the kids beam themselves into the infinity and escape just before it's destroyed. And the fact that all the holograms' personalities have been swapped and they haven't actually noticed that probably won't be a problem at all, right? Like, it's not like all of these characters have huge personalities and catchphrases, right? Well, Gwen will probably be fine.
I want to talk about that, but I feel like that's going to be the whole next episode, so we should wait on that.
Yeah, we'll get to that. It's a great way to end off the episode, though. Absolutely.
I got to say, two points of order. First, are you okay?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I know that. I want the listeners to know that.
Better than ever, but
that's what I thought. Okay, I know.
It's been a rough life.
Look, and I can't deny that I laughed at that, but it's like, look, that was a joke. Okay. Second, you were on the same page with Jellicoe when he told Troy to put pants on.
Oh, that's right. All right, that's 2.
Every now and then that guy has a good idea. His command approach sucks, but he's got some good ideas. And
not a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Stop chasing that wood is a pretty good one. Put it down.
We can carve you a new Chakotay.
Yeah. So yeah, this one I liked a lot better because this one went back to the sort of almost sitcom-y, almost what I want, the kind of show we wanted Lower Decks to be, and occasionally it was, where here's some people in a Star Trek situation and it's gone horribly wrong, and let's watch how the characters react to that. And it was good. Watching them all trying to...
These people are all dopes.
Yeah. Well, not entirely, but enough of them are that it's a problem. But you got Zero and you got Rock, you got some smarties there. And Gwen's not stupid. She's just, as you say, nothing. Really, it's Dal.
Yeah.
And like Jenkum is very good at one specific thing, and that's it. But he's not exactly dumb. It's just Dal. He's weighing down the whole team.
Which is too bad because he really did have a real arc last season, and it's just they very sitcommed his ass.
Yeah. Welcome to 21st century Star Trek, where character growth goes out the airlock every season.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's true.
It has been in every series so far.
Yeah, I'm different now.
Yeah. My bad thing, the episode kicks off with that one of Brandon Braga's favorite fucking devices, which is seeing a bunch of shit crazy, like a situation you never could have expected, this shocking development where all of Dal's friends have turned against him and they're mean, and it's like, I bet you're wondering how I got here, and then they cut to 24 hours before. Like, everything has used that, but I'm particularly sick of it because it happened in Voyager about every third week.
Yeah, it was definitely one of their favorite things. See also magic clouds, ghosts.
Well, at one point, I don't remember in which episode, maybe both. Thankfully, we haven't gotten Fairhaven yet. But one of these motherfuckers is going to kiss a cow. I know it.
Jenkum does not see the issue with cow kissing. Jenkum is a big fan of cow kissing. Jenkum dated a cow for about 5 minutes. It did not go well.
Maggie, do you think cows and pigs can crossbreed? Because that's still a bit perverse.
I mean, that's what I learned from Charlotte's Web. Are you telling me Charlotte's Web was wrong?
I'm saying Charlotte's Web got us behind a character that did not deserve our sympathy. Wilbur sucked.
That's definitely true.
Little entitled whiner.
Why won't you write something so I don't die?
You're not helping me enough. Well, the thing is, the first time it was fine. It's like, I don't want to die. But after that, it's like, no, do more. You're not helping me enough.
Tell them I'm a great pig.
Now tell them I'm their ruler and their god. Okay, buddy.
That Spider-Web says King Pig.
You're putting a lot of stock in what people believe about spiders.
putting a lot of stock into what this small town gets excited about back when there was nothing good on TV.
Yeah, back before entertainment was invented.
What are we going to do this weekend? I don't know. Let's go down to fucking Zuckerman's farm and see if the spider wrote a curse word.
Well, no, because you got to give her books with curse words in them, and Templeton's can't be bothered.
Mm-hmm.
You're listening to the Post-Atomic Charlotte's Web.
Crunchy.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
We don't get to roll out our Charles Nelson Riley's enough anymore.
Springtime fresh references.
Or possibly Paul Lynde.
It's Paul Lynde, but they are the same impression.
True.
They're different guys, but they're the same. That's what
I don't know. Have we ever seen them in a room together?
Yes.
Possibly fucking.
Could be. No, that is what being an aging queen on 70s television looked like. That is as close as you could get to being actually out. Is like if you don't know, we're not going to tell you, but you got to know. Like, look at them, listen to them. All right. Back to this episode, which I actually liked.
Good episode.
Yeah. Let's see. My good thing.
Mm-hmm.
So at one point we have, they're all trying to sort out who's the real one. And because the holograms, like you said in your summary, are so effectively programmed, they think they're the real ones.
Yep.
You have a lot of that great, like, no, kill him. He's the one, not me. Yep. It ain't him. Must have been your lifelong ambition. And
I love, I was like, why would you program them to think that? And Rock Talk goes, because I didn't want to get caught. Why don't you think?
Because you told me to do it perfect, so I did it. Rock is doing that, like, create an adversary so smart that Data can't defeat it. Like, okay, that's a bad idea, but I did exactly what I'm told.
Yeah.
But the comedic potential in Jenkum-Pog, a character who always refers to Jenkum-Pog in the third person, being presented with a second Jenkum-Pog who is also doing that, is exploited perfectly.
Oh, yeah.
Jenkum-Pog asked Jenkum-Pog if Jenkum-Pog was Jenkum-Pog, but Jenkum-Pog knows Jenkum-Pog is Jenkum-Pog. Like, just no notes, absolutely perfect.
Comedic gold.
Beautiful payoff to, like, this character who's been like this all along. It's very good.
Yep, loved it.
But it was all pretty funny. And that's, like, I prefer that generally, like, character-driven funny stuff, like, to serious mystery bullshit. So, chasing the clues. Yeah.
That's the last episode closed and like, we've got a location on a map and the clues to find. And I'm just, that's what was wrong with Disco. Fuck off.
One of the many things.
I can't with this again.
But also, this is episode 5 of 20. Are we going to spend the next 15 episodes doing that? Come on, man.
Well, again, if it was Disco, we would.
Yeah, but we know the show operates in 10-episode arcs, so hopefully they're only going to... And they didn't do it in this one, which means they only got 4 left. So hopefully, that won't happen. Your good thing is I would call a great thing.
Yes. My good thing is the book Charlotte's Web by...
E.B. White. Yeah.
E.B. White, thank you. I knew it was some letters white, but I couldn't remember which one. No. My good thing is there is some... great stuff in this episode for the Zero Major shippers in the audience. It's me. I am shippers.
Now, sometimes one of us, usually you, but not sometimes it's me, latch on to a thing and want it to be true so hard. Like Q and Picard being a thing. You like that's just canon in your head, which I appreciate that. Like,
I stand by that.
That's fine. I don't disagree with you. But there's not a lot of on-screen direct evidence for that. You have to read between the lines a little bit. And I thought we were in for another one of those. And there was some very overt textual, like we said there's only one couple, but maybe there's 2 now.
I am really hoping that they pull this off,
Yeah, because Zero has had that thing at the beginning of the season where they're like, I can't touch anyone. And it's like, yeah, but if you were involved with another telepath, you wouldn't need physical touch.
They have like a psychic moment that's like, ooh.
Yeah.
Oh my.
And it's not creepy. It's not like Zero walks a fine line because they could be intrusive. Like the fact that they can just look in your head is bad. But they always stay on the right side of that line.
Well, and the fact that they're constantly in Dal's head would be an issue if we like Dal in any particular way.
I look at it like Dal's brain he's like a student driver with thinking.
Yeah.
You got to have another steering wheel on the other side of the car just in case.
Yeah. I will give you back full control of your brain when you prove that you can be responsible with it.
Mm-hmm. Why are there brake pedals in here? Trust me.
Yeah, I remember what you used to be up to before you were in this show. We're not doing that again. Oh no.
Mm-mm. I mean, I would argue this season he's done some worse stuff. Like he's stolen this ship twice now.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. But yeah, no, the Zero and Majel stuff, like they need to get away. They need a distraction, and Majel just starts asking the doctor, like, what? Oh, about singing, and they're like,
tell me more about opera.
And like, you don't care about singing,
yeah.
And she's like, no, but I know he'll never shut up about it, so get out of here.
Yeah, I care about you.
Good. Yeah, and she actually says something to that effect.
Yeah,
it's great.
Like it's not like you go looking for these crumbs and then someone gives you a whole loaf.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's queer baiting, except they're I don't know, because I guess Zero doesn't. Maybe, I don't know.
I'm not sure. Well, so Zero goes by they, but like
yes, but that's their weird alien thing.
Yeah.
Like, and we've talked about this a lot. If your non-binary thing is because you're an alien that doesn't have gender the way we have it, that doesn't count as representation.
Yeah. At the very least, the story has to address that in some way that also makes it queer.
Yeah, but like Adira, 100% like non-binary.
Yes.
That was good representation.
Mm-hmm.
But Zero, I don't know if that counts. But
yeah,
in any case, it's some kind of baiting until you actually pay it off. So.
I will take what I can get, considering how boring I find Dal and Gwyn.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's nice, and it's nice that that's what ended up helping them to get away. So, let's see what else. What was your bad thing?
I had a hard time finding a bad thing. Like, I like this episode pretty well, but like,
yeah,
all of this kind of comes off as Janeway being kind of stupid. There's especially
go ahead.
There's especially a part when they're on the holodeck and like all of the doppelgangers, or possibly the real ones, it's hard to tell a lot of the time in the episode.
Yeah, they didn't give us a way to tell, so who knows?
No. Are hiding off screen, and I'm just like, this and some other stuff, like the fact that they could trick her, it really feels like Janeway's coming off as kind of an idiot, and she's just not. Like,
no, and there's certain kinds of plots throughout Star Trek and throughout all fiction, really, where smart characters are expected to be stupid in order to make it happen, and I don't love that.
There's her having a lot on her mind is one thing, but also she's been around these people long enough to realize that like they're gonna get up to some stupid mischief because they hang around with Dal, who is Bart Simpson.
And how could you possibly not monitor them all the time after they already stole the ship once? Like, sending the doctor's not enough. You need to, look, you're on a starship, which is a military vessel. There are cameras everywhere. Normally, I think the surveillance state is bad and you shouldn't do that. But when you're on a military ship and you have proven that you're going to steal shit, you know what? Put the cameras on them. That makes sense.
Also, like, there's something to be said about, like, keeping an eye on children. Like,
yes.
I also don't think that they should be observed 24/7. That's an insane way to treat people. But like, you can't just let them wander around the ship. From what I can tell, extremely empty ship.
I think they've explained that. I don't remember now, but I think like it's a research vessel and so forth.
I was thinking about that a lot this week just because like they spend so much time literally running around chasing each other.
Yeah, there's a lot of long empty corridors. Yeah, you're not wrong.
I would get lost in here.
So all of that being said, she should watch them, but she also knows, okay, they're behind a door, they're teens, I need to ring the doorbell and wait.
Yep.
Because they're teens, and who knows what they're doing in there. I do, because I was a teen once.
I want you to keep the hologram, I want you to keep the holodeck door halfway open. Oh, come on. God.
It's the holodeck. What do you think I'm doing? I'm 16.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. I'm just trying to imagine if I had access to Jesus Christ.
My mom used to do that. Keep the door open.
My parents
We're not doing anything. I'm just trying to have a relationship with another woman, for the love of God.
Oh no, I'm talking about by myself.
Oh yeah.
That's a whole other thing. I'm not.
No, my mom was just like, none of my fucking business.
Yeah, there you go. And so they're setting up the doppelgangers on the holodeck. That's the scene I'm talking about, where she's like ringing the doorbell and like, "Hey, let me in." And like, you're on the holodeck. That's easy to explain. We're running a simulation. Yep. These are duplicates of us, but
yeah,
it's just to simulate. Like, you don't have to hide them.
Well, especially they have the Protostar deck out.
Yeah, exactly. They're just say we're replaying our last mission. Look, there's Dal in the captain's seat, and so on and so on. Like they're just doing their thing, and like that would be easy to explain, but you wouldn't get the shenanigans that way. So
that is true. Honestly, they're kids. If she walks in and they're just like, we wanted to see if we could make duplicates of ourselves.
Yeah, we haven't really seen what the holodeck could do, and like, can you make another me? That'd be cool.
Yeah, that's a thing kids probably do.
Although I guess putting that idea in their heads is bad going forward when you're trying to.
That's true.
Yeah. One thing that baffles me is that so Rock was able to give them their own like exact personalities to the point where they think they're them, and I like that. Yes. But she says Zero can read the holographic minds of the other guys. Like, what?
That doesn't make sense, and also I got to assume that's going to be a thing in the next episode, because it also doesn't come up in this episode at all. Yeah,
there's no reason to say it unless it's relevant to the plot. You're right. You're absolutely right. You mentioned that Dal's a bit like Bart Simpson before, and I don't disagree with you there. But Tysus, the Andorian first officer, sounds terrifying no matter what he said. Like, he comes to the holodeck and he's like, "You dropped your pad," and it's like he reminds me of the "Listen, you little freaks, your new principal is here." Like, yep,
Ned Flanders.
Which is good. And we also got
Leopold.
What?
What's his name? Leopold.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I thought you meant the first officer. Like, no, I wrote it down because I forgot.
I'm pretty sure it's not Leopold.
No, it's Tysus. I did not write down the George Costanza Tellarites name, unfortunately.
No, because why bother? He's George Costanza.
Sure. But he's got a great thing where he's like, "Good, you're off the holodeck and I'm off duty. I'm going to the tropical island paradise and having a drink."
It's
and
not
then,
even that. He, notices there's something wrong with one of the kids or whatever. I can't remember what it is. But he's
it's Jankum, because those are the two who interact pretty regularly.
Yeah. He has a moment where he's like, "Is he okay?" And then he's like, "I don't care, actually. I'm off duty."
Yeah. Like, there are other doctors, but I did my duty. I did ask, but he said no, so I'm off the hook.
Yeah, fuck this.
But he goes on his off hours to a tropical paradise to lie in a hammock and read books, which I love.
That sounds amazing.
It does. It absolutely does. And then as part of their escape, every hologram thing turns off, like to reset the doubles. And it switches the doctor off for a minute, and it drops this poor Tellarite doctor like on his ass in the middle of the holodeck where he's enjoying just reading a book, and he's like,
lost my place.
It was my day off. Yep.
This was supposed to be the afternoon of George.
Oh man. So you mentioned in your summary that they're launching the Infinity. They have to destroy it.
Yes.
Jellicoe says you can't have a time ship. We're done. Collapse the wormhole and destroy the ship and come back home. And she's like, fine.
Dal's talking to the first officer again, and he's like, we can't have this. It violates 3 different treaties. We got to get rid of it, you know?
Yeah. We're not supposed to be tinkering with time. We're not supposed to have a cloaking device. Like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So Janeway decides to launch it into a blue sun, which was Chakotay's favorite. And like, that is a perfect, boring detail about Chakotay. Yep. Oh, he liked when suns are blue.
Yep.
Yeah, blue is pretty.
I like
okay.
Just hanging out on the bridge. I like when suns are blue. Okay.
The thing is, I would too. But
Noted.
for that to be the most memorable detail that she still held on to after all this time, it's not because she fixated on something insignificant. It's because he gave her nothing.
Yep.
What did he like? His culture, which I don't want to get into that. I don't want to be appropriative. Blue Suns. He liked Blue Suns.
There you go. Nailed it. Cool. Moving on.
Yep.
Why do I miss this guy?
Also, I don't think it's great that these kids, it's fine for the plot. I'm not going to fixate on this or anything.
Yeah.
But the fact that these non-Starfleet children can emergency beam onto a cloaked classified ship and steal it seems like poor security.
I mean, I think that Starfleet is having a lot of trouble with security. Like, they might trust.
Well, they hired Murph.
Too much. Yeah.
If Murph passed the good enough. It's like, yeah, you're right. This
Fucking
probably
anyone can do this job.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
You gave it to the guy who was a dog last year. Like, fucking, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, in his defense, I was a salamander for a while, and it never got me down.
She did mention that a few episodes ago. We're not pretending that didn't happen.
Nope.
All right.
What else?
Anything?
Let's see.
Not for me. I do we both said, I like the promise for next week of of them being switched around, and the brief just taste we got of the different voice actors doing each other's characters was very good.
Yeah.
As a voice guy, as someone who's always appreciated that stuff, that's one of my favorite bits.
Oh, yeah. We love that shit.
Yeah. It's great. And they all did a really good job, and I can't wait to see what happens.
And the fact that it's not a mind swap, it's just a personality swap. Like, they still refer to each other by the right names. It's just like...
Yes. Yep. They just have the wrong voices.
Yeah. Rock Talk is excited about what's going to happen next.
All right. Anything else?
I think that's it.
Very well. Well, next time, I think Flonk is joining us next week. I got to check with him.
I love that guy.
But he's put himself down for that. Yeah, me too. And the episodes are called The Fast and the Curious.
I assume that's why he picked it.
Quite possibly. And Is There in Beauty No Truth, which is a nice payoff to Is There in Truth No Beauty. So that's cool. So look forward to that.
Yep.
As ever, the website, postatomichorror.com. If you want to write to us, we're 5 weeks away, 6 weeks away, something like that from the end of this. So write to us, postatomichorror at Gmail. And Patreon, patreon.com/Algar. You can get episodes of the show 13 weeks in advance, or you can, you can also hear bonus content, like we're doing new Nick and Willikins. Dropping advance episodes of Contentment Corner. There's all kinds of cool stuff there. So check that out. As little as $1 a month.
Yeah, get in on that.
Yeah. And I think that's all for this time.
Yep. See you, folks.
The Post-Atomic Horror Podcast is a co-production of Maggie Robotham and Ron Algar Watt. Copyright 2025. Please don't sue us. We're just doing this for fun.